Hey guys, it's Tina. Um, duh. But anyway, I was making a video today about random acts of kindness and the concept of receiving kind words, actions, things. Um, and this was kind of sparked by an event today where I go. There's a football match, soccer, between Portugal and Brazil downstairs. There's a bar underneath of my apartment, and people are like, "Yeah, it's so great!" They have horns and they're beefing and all this kind of stuff. It's really great. But anyway, so if you hear random, you know, shouting in the background, that's what's going on. I do not have an in-room audience or anything. Anyway, so I went to the Mercado Municipal today, which is like where I get my fruits and vegetables. I really want to put up video of this place because it's so great and I'm going to miss it so much. It's got the best fruits and vegetables that I've seen since I was in like California or Washington State. And so I'm going to miss it a lot. But anyway, so there's some people that I regularly pass by on the way to the Mercado, and one of them is a guy that shines shoes, just kind of this older dude that hangs out, and it's a really, really cute setup where kind of the older generation of Portuguese in this area gather around, they smoke their cigarettes and get their shoes shined and hang out. But anyway, some of them are always really kind to me and say hello as I pass by, and we exchange, what conversation we can with my limited Portuguese, and but they're very sweet. But yeah, somehow today, greeted some of these people and walked in and was getting my fruit and stuff and had the impulse like, hey, I should get these guys uh, some flowers. There's some women that regularly sell cut flowers in the market also. And so I'm kind of broke, and so I almost didn't do this. Then I'm like, I kind of felt like I should do it, so I did it anyway. Uh, it was €2. It's not a huge deal, and I believe what goes around comes around, and this is not like a thing that I practice for the sake of receiving, but it's something fun to observe. Like there's a woman at the Mercado who consistently gives me free fruit. She's very sweet, and so I could reason it in my head if I really needed to appease my mind and say, well, I'm saving a lot of money on fruit, so what is it to spend €2 on giving some people some flowers, right? But anyway, regardless of all of that reasoning and crap, um, I went to go buy some flowers, and here's what's left of them. It's still a lot. I need to give away some more. They're carnations, and maybe I'll make a video another time about carnations in Portugal. They're kind of a big deal, related to their independence and stuff. But anyway, so I bought these carnations and was really excited. I got to give some of them away, like one to the shoe shiner guy, and then randomly to some other kind of elderly people as I walked by. Um, and naive Tina, like, suddenly came across some woman that was checking out some flowers in somebody's yard, actually, while I was walking by, and I tried to hand her a flower. She just looked at me like, no. I'm like, it's free in Portuguese, and she said, no, thanks. I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm like, at first I kind of felt bad, and I was like, oh, I hope I didn't, do something wrong. But then I'm like, no, it's just normal. Like, people don't always receive that kind of thing. Um, and I was okay. It felt good to be okay about it. I think that other times in my life I might have been really crushed or something. I don't know. But it happened a few more times as I was walking home. Two more times, actually, where I tried to give some flowers to people, and they were just kind of like, no, thanks. One of them was an older man, and he's just like really friendly, like, oh, no, no, it's okay. And another woman was really freaked out. I think she was like uttering a prayer under her breath after I tried to give her this flower. She was just really, like, she thought it was a witch or something. I don't know, but um, yeah, but it made me think or feel, and or really both, whatever the collective experience. But the it reminded me of the bigger concepts of giving and receiving and exchanging of love and kindness in the world, you know? Like, I'll use the example of when I was anorexic. I just remember being in such a strange place emotionally, spiritually, whatever we want to call it, where somehow when I received compliments, like when people said nice things about me, like about my person or uh, my intelligence or my physical appearance or whatever, I took it in a bad way, like the exact opposite way that I think it was always intended. Like somehow I internalized it as pressure to be what what people describe me to be or something, and yeah, it wasn't comfortable to feel like I was being paid attention to somehow. Uh, and I think that, you know, relates into my bigger picture of like the anorexia experience and stuff. Also, just like discomfort with being in my physical body and being here or something, and um, not wanting to receive attention. But anyway, so I mean, I'm past it now. I think everybody still experience. I think everybody experiences in their life at some point, like maybe an awkwardness or a humility. Like it's beautiful to be humble. I believe this. You know, to humbly receive, you know, compliments or whatever, but to receive them all the same, because I think most people, I'll say we, I think people in general like to share love and compliments, whatever you want to call them, just words of care to others and recognition for things. And like I'll just say for myself, I love to do that with people. Like, oh my gosh, you're so great. I'm so glad that for this. And so if it feels so good for me to give that to somebody and for them to smile and to feel good, then why can't I do that too? And finally in my life, I feel okay with that whole process of exchange, you know, not 100% like everybody, I think, but anyway, it's great. But yeah, just kind of a bigger thought, because I mean, this extends beyond the individual level, but as a society, I think that people have gotten to the point where they trust so little in things that are meant to be just really simple and loving. Maybe I'm taking this like further than it needs to go or something, but um, yeah, I think a lot of people live in fear. I think I'd include myself in that category where we feel like we judge, like we have to judge things and people in our lives immediately, like for our protection, like. And I hope that we get past that really soon. You know, like we should be able to hand out flowers to people without them being afraid. So anyway, that's me. That's what's going on. I've got tons of stuff to do today, but I wanted to kind of throw out some of that commentary and say I would give all of you flowers if I could. Um, and I love you. I hope you have a really, really, really good day, whatever you're doing. And I'll be in touch again soon. Bye.